one game away. Blow up. We're playing for something, man. We're playing for something. Just gotta mean something, you. They gotta mean something. Everything you got. Everything you got. Let's finish this.
Do it, fellas.
Let's go.
Let's do it, fellas.
Finish 2-3. 1, 2, 3. Finish.
Greatness. Greatness happened?
Greatness.
Really?
You got a chance to witness greatness at its highest order. Skip, what word do I want to use? Was this the crescendo? Was this the zenith? The apex? The denouement?
That's a good word. I like that word. That's a good Hollywood word.
You ready to make history? Come on now. Yeah. You know, there's these two words. And when I say them, people get goosebumps because they know what happens next. So without further ado,
Free smoke.
look. Scared cause I'm drowning in silence with bad thoughts. These days I don't have nothing to say, man, the bag talks. I put in headphones on my driver. Pull up to the spot and give a good dick and Godiva. I can't lie, I'm uninspired. No more pillow talking about nonsense. I only stick around to put some band-aids on my conscience. I don't know why I feel so bad, nigga. That's what we do, no foundation. We don't build no more, we just screw. Half a bottle of Henny, girl, I'm going with the wind. The same niggas say they happy for me, ain't want me to win. So I'm done on my friends. Don't need help popping Coronas and reminiscing. I just call up Big Bro J and say it's time for venting. If I live forever, I hold this hate for some centuries. You don't know how much or how you doing would admit to me, but motherfuck all that. I don't even offer up the time to make the call back. Stupid Lodo, if they don't get the picture now, man, I crop them out of the photo. I can't relate to my peers. Been doing this shit for years. I'm motivated by fears. I took the wheel and I steer. My sound not dictated by fuck boys in Atlanta. Stay gifted like this album was ghost written by Santa. Boss forever like they decided to throw me under slammer. Every song's a hit like they picture me underhanders. I could drop a million songs, but they never gon' understand us. Soapbox sermons for niggas never giving chances. Fight our whole lives to get these weak ass advances. Work twice as hard for the shit that they getting handed. And this ain't even nothing we chose, nigga, we branded. Still can't tell why all of these niggas mad at me. I'm trying to get 100 so I can put my team on salary. Give it all to the art, man, I turn my life to a gallery. Man, damn, what a fucked up masterpiece. 1,100 shots and I swear, man, I felt them all. If we ain't even good on our blocks, man, who can we call? Pre-decline state of mind, we broke crabs in the barrel. Got us fighting our folk, man, this shit just a life of peril.
Winning has a price. And leadership has a price. So I pulled people along when they didn't want to be pulled. I challenge people when they don't want to be challenged.
You know, I just want to start the show off tonight by saying to everybody who picked the Memphis Grizzlies to beat the Lakers in this playoff series, you don't know ball. That's where I'm at with this series. I'm just watching this series, and the more and more I watch this series, the more and more I'm baffled by people who chose Memphis to win this series. It's just baffling to me that y'all really care about them rankings that much. Being ranked from 1 to 8 really mattered to y'all so much so that because Memphis was the second seed, I saw people pick Memphis in 6. Y'all don't know ball. But I also want to say, after watching this Stephen A, Dan Orlovsky, and Swagoo video, Stephen A and Dan don't know ball. Now, obviously, Dan know ball, but these dudes be talking like they just have never seen a football game. To say that the Jets won this trade to me is baffling. If the Jets go and get a Super Bowl this year, sure, the Jets won this trade. But if the Packers get a franchise quarterback for the next couple years and they use those draft picks wisely and they become a contender the next couple years, then they didn't lose the trade. Then you would have to say it's a win-win. I don't think the Jets getting the Super Bowl out of this, by the way. Just to be very clear. Stephen A think Aaron Rodgers going to play more than 2 years. What? It's no shot Aaron Rodgers pushed past 2 years. If Aaron Rodgers, bro, I thought Brady was going to try to push past 2 years after this, and he didn't. It's no shot. If he get to 3 years, that's a miracle. But that's going to have to get a suit. The only way you get 2 more years or more than 2 years out of Aaron Rodgers is if you get to a Super Bowl or win a Super Bowl this year, which is not guaranteed. This video is not about Aaron Rodgers, but I'm just baffled by Dan and Stephen A thinking that outright the Jets won this trade. That's just not the case, in my opinion. Logically, I don't even know how you could argue that the Packers lost this trade. The Packers would have to do so many things to have lost this trade. Jordan Love would have to fail, and the quarterback that they draft after Jordan Love would have to fail. Every pick that they take in the next couple drafts would have to fail. Not just the picks that they got from the Jets, but the picks that they have on their own that they accumulate from the Jordan Love process, they would have to fail. It's a lot that would have to go wrong for the Packers to fail. And what I think people is confusing right now is a great player and a bad organization. That is not what you have going on right here. Aaron Rodgers was a great player. And as critical as I've been of the Packers are a great organization. That is not a bad team. That is a team. Listen, I done had a lot of complaints with the Packers. But I done told you before, you take the good, you take the bad, and the worst thing they done, the best thing they done, you mark them off and you take that in between. The Packers done so much more great than bad as an organization. This is not the Packers is just going to presumably fall off as if this were the Jets. So I just think it's wild that that's how Stephen A. and them boys, not Swagoo. I'm basically agreeing, not basically, I'm agreeing with Swagoo. And then Stephen A. saying that it was a bunch of dribble. Like, bro, this is just the things that I hear. And I guess I should say the things that I read, because I am legitimately looking at a video that is titled Catholic School Teacher Becomes Porn Star Because God Told Her. So, what a day. Stevie J steals Faith Evans' car. What a day. Now, we're here to talk about the playoffs. We here to talk about the NBA playoffs. I'm also somewhere else in my thinking, to be completely honest with you. If you are an individual who continues to argue this Jimmy Butler thing, you don't know ball, bro. You just don't. I done been on this thing for 2 years telling y'all the gospel of Jimmy Butler in the playoffs. I just tell you the gospel of Jimmy Butler, period. But specifically when he get into the playoffs, because I'm a Jimmy Butler guy regardless. Buckets, all you gotta do is go through the I'm pretty sure I got a couple videos with his face as the thumbnail. But listen, man, it's certain guys that I rock with, and I'm ultra sure about them. That's why I won't hear no nonsense when people talk crazy about them. Steph Curry, LeBron James, Jimmy Butler. Like, I understand all y'all shocked that he dropped 56 last night, the Heat most points in a Heat franchise game. I'm not. Sure, 56 a lot. But when you realize what he had to do to get those 56, what you would have realized if you know Jimmy, if you know buckets, then you knew 56 was nothing. Because it came in the midst of him having to carry his team. Something that he is just, who is better in the NBA right now? Hey, I actually, fuck that question. Just understand, it's very few players who can carry teams the way Jimmy Butler is carrying his team right now. Now I understand Giannis done been hurt. And I understand Giannis played last night and Giannis is still hurt. Don't matter. It does not matter. Now, what you got to understand is, I told you it's a way for Miami to win these games. I'm not picking Miami. Now, granted, if Giannis was, I haven't done this series. I changed my pick when Giannis got hurt, but I didn't come on here and say it. I should have done that. I'm realizing now that that was something I actually should have done. I just thought that was something people would have known I would have done if Giannis got hurt. That completely changed my thinking of that series, because I'm not going to take a Bucks team against a team that's got Jimmy Butler. That's just not going to happen. And the series is pretty much going exactly how I thought it was going to go after Giannis went down and I switched my pick to the Heat. Now, if Giannis was playing throughout the whole series and they were still losing, I would not have switched my pick. I would just go down with the ship. However, Giannis got hurt. It's no fucking way I would take a team. I don't give a damn how good the Bucks is without Giannis. I don't care how many good players they got on the team. I'm not taking a team without a superstar against Jimmy Butler in the Heat. That's stupid. Example. Miami can have 8 players play like they did last night. Barely give Jimmy anything. And I'm still taking the Heat over a superstarless team. Because Jimmy Butler, in my eyes, is a superstar. Now, I understand people like to argue it, but this is my thing. If I think Kevin Durant is a superstar, then I have to believe. Okay, so actually, that's not true because Okay, so let me just break it down for you like this. If you ask me who would I want to start a team with, I'm taking Jimmy Butler. If I already have a team and you ask me who do I need to add to win this championship, I'm adding Kevin Durant. Because I look at Kevin Durant as a mercenary, not as my leader. Jimmy Butler is a dude who I know on my team, if I build properly around him, hell, even if I don't build properly around him, he's going to be the leader that galvanizes my guys. Not only is he going to lead the team, he going to show up when he's supposed to, when he have to, every fucking time. That's why I love this man. He been doing it damn near his whole career since he became a superstar. Well, since he became a star, an all-star. Now, to me, he is a superstar because I do think Kevin Durant is a superstar. I just basically put it as this. I don't put, man, it's really hard because obviously I don't put nobody on LeBron James, Steph Curry's level. But the level right under that is Giannis for me because Giannis done led a team to a championship and won that championship. But right under Giannis for me would be Kevin Durant, Jimmy Butler, and I believe that's about it. Because I like Devin Booker, but I don't see him as a superstar yet. But I do believe, even though he got to a finals, but I don't think it was just Devin Booker as much as like the Suns was a great fucking team. Like and I'm not taking nothing away from D Book on that because I do think Devin Booker is close to being a superstar. If they can get to the finals this year and win it, because I can't call him a superstar for getting to the finals and losing when you got Kevin Durant on your team. But you get to the finals and you win that bad boy. I have to look at Devin Booker as a superstar because he balled out against the Clippers. Now, granted, the Clippers in a rough spot. The Clippers are in a unfortunate situation. And I'm a Laker fan my entire life through and through. So you got to understand, I must really feel bad for these motherfuckers if I'm about to come on here and basically defend them, I guess. I don't even know the word. But it's been announced that, and this game probably won't even be on TV, but if they got enough respect for Russ, it'll probably be on TV. But boy, it'll be hard to get it on TV. But the Los Angeles Clippers ain't gonna have, obviously, I don't need to keep saying they're not gonna have Paul George. They were never gonna have Paul George this entire series. All right. But they don't have Kawhi. And you know what's confusing about the Kawhi thing? It's not really confusing, but it's confusing because when I saw him play all the minutes, them 2 games he played, I literally think I came on here and said, it's just a concern for me because he might get hurt playing that many minutes because Kawhi don't play that many minutes without that type of time to rest and being that having that much usage rate. It just felt like Kawhi could get hurt. And well, yeah, he is, because Kawhi will not play in the rest of this series, and I'm almost certain this series will end tonight. But let's just say, by the grace of the basketball gods, Russ find a way to get the Clippers over the hump tonight. Kawhi ain't playing the game after that, I'm pretty sure, or the game after that. If this game went to 7 games, if this series went to 7 games, I'm almost certain Kawhi ain't playing in none of these games to finish off the series. So that's very unfortunate for the Clippers. And this is the thing. You already know I'm a pro player show. Always going to support the players. However, I do understand the situation that could be maddening for the Clippers. We pay a lot of fucking money to Kawhi and Paul George. And for these 2 motherfuckers to never be on the court at the same fucking time when we need them the most, that's a problem. It's all good beating the Lakers in the beginning of the season when the fucking first couple games don't mean shit. It's a difference when we in the playoffs and we need you, and we ain't got neither one of you. And this is a yearly thing for them. This entire run can be summed up to just a bunch of fucking injuries. Making series longer than they had to be against Dallas. Like, it is so unfortunate. And Ty Lue is a good head coach. The Clippers is a good run organization right now. The Clippers have a good roster. The Clippers compete. It's no doubt in my mind that if Paul George and Kawhi was healthy, that they would be winning this series right now against Phoenix. They done been in every game. Could have won every game except for probably the last one, but they probably could have won that one too. But I know they could have won them first one, a couple. Games 2 and 3. But it's just unfortunate if you a Clipper. And if I'm the Clippers, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Much like the Nets had to just move on and get, start anew. It'll be very hard for me to move off of Kawhi Leonard. I'm not gonna lie. Moving off of the Kawhi Leonard one would be hard for me because I do believe when Kawhi is healthy, he is a superstar. It is no doubt about it. You couldn't even have known this motherfucker was hurt. Like him coming out of that game, he didn't even show signs of being hurt. It's just so weird with Kawhi, but it would be hard for me to move off of Kawhi unless they offering me something crazy. But I don't know if it's a team in the league that would offer anything crazy for Kawhi at this point, because they would have to be concerned with his injuries. I don't know if it's a team. I think you could actually probably get more off of Paul George than you would for Kawhi at this moment. And you would like to believe, as an optimist, you just want to believe like, oh, Kawhi will get healthier in his career. Somehow he'll figure out a way to get healthy and yada, yada, yada. But man, I'm starting to believe in reports where people saying that his body is just one of those bodies that's just degeneratively bad as shit go on. Because I don't think he's going to get healthier as time go on. That's insane to believe based off of the way Kawhi Leonard play. Kawhi Leonard bang a lot down low. He liked to post up. He liked to hit those turnarounds. He do work from the mid-range, but he also attack the basket. He get up and down the court. He get up and down, period. He's an athletic player. He defend. So none of that is helping the body. So it's just unfortunate, man, because I think injuries is really robbing us of a phenomenal career. Like, my goodness. Like, I'm one of those. Well, I'm not really one of those, but you got those people who always bring up the fact that Kawhi only got one ring because he shouldn't have won the one against the Warriors because they was hurt. Hell, you could look at that series and truly say the fact that Kawhi stayed healthy throughout that entire playoff series, like throughout that entire playoff run, because Kawhi could have just as easily have been hurt. So hell, I mean, that kind of make you look at that in a different way now. Maybe so, maybe not. Okay, but it's just unfortunate if you the Clippers, bro, because what do you do? Like, well, it's easy for me to get on here and say, oh, I think you should do this. But what do you do? Because it's hard to trade a Kawhi Leonard. It's just hard because when this dude is healthy and you just pray, even though it's not logical, you just hope, you pray, you just wish, that somehow this dude could find a way to stay healthy through one big time playoff run where all the pieces seem to be together. The good thing for the Clippers is it seemed like every year the pieces could be all together. If he stayed healthy, it could be that year. This could be the playoff run. So if the Clippers keep running their organization in a great way, I don't think they'll worry about that. And the Clippers do have to cut back on spending because some of these new rules in the NBA and shit and the negotiating deals. But I don't think they'll become like a Miami where they just got a whole bunch of undrafted players on the roster trying to build with that. You know what I'm saying? Plus, they couldn't be that anyways because Jimmy Butler is durable. We dealing with two dudes who are no longer, Kawhi ain't been durable in God knows how long. And Paul George at this point, I would say, is no longer a durable player or reliable at this point, in my opinion, as good, as talented as he is. So, I don't know. I'm very interested to see what the Clippers do going forward because I do believe they're going to lose the series. I don't know if you bring Russell Westbrook back or not. To be completely honest with you, I don't know if I don't try to trade one of them two dudes and try to build around Russ and somebody else. I don't know what you do at this point if you're the Clippers, man. I ain't really got too many great ideas because they are still the Clippers at the end of the day. And I am a Laker fan. So if none of those ideas that I gave you as a Clipper fan serviced you in any type of way, made you feel better, then I truly did my job as a Laker fan, to be completely honest with you. So I'm not too mad about that or disappointed about it. But listen, De'Aaron Fox, in his injury, he fractured the tip of his finger on his index finger on his shooting hand, I believe. And I hope he heal up. I hope he played through it, or if he can play through it. But I'm not actually here to address that as much as I am to here address the absolute morons that as soon as it happened ran to Twitter or ran on TV like Nick Wright to yell out, Steph Curry and the Warriors got to be the luckiest superstar and dynasty team of all time. Like, I don't know why I sounded like Charles Barkley a little bit right there. Oh man, how many rings do we win, Chuck? I'm gonna let you find out. Oh, now he say, he said, no, let me find out. I want to be surprised. That was a good little Chuck. Hold up, let me find out. I want to be surprised. Hold up, don't tell me. Let me find out. I want to be surprised. Anyways, you got these morons who really is LeBron James penis sniffers. Really, you just got these morons who consistently want to say, oh man, Steph Curry got so lucky. Everybody's always hurt for him. I'm not going to run through all the injuries teams face planning throughout LeBron's career, throughout Kobe's career, throughout Jordan's career, throughout Magic's career, throughout Bird's career, throughout Larry's career. I just said Bird. Throughout all the many legendary players who done won rings. I'm not going to go through the list of teams that may have had great players in or out the lineup when they won their rings, because that's not what you do. Because sports is sports. Motherfuckers get hurt, regardless if it's at the beginning of the season or at the end of the season. Injuries happen. For some reason, we done come to the conclusion that this is a game of attrition, but when our favorite player or the team we hate the most, we feel like benefit from witch magic, black magic, and voodoo and all this other nonsense, then that's when you throw attrition out of the window and say, oh, people only get hurt when they play this team. Nick Wright, you are a clown. Skip Bayless, I can't remember what you said on the situation. I'm pretty sure it was something negative, but you just a clown. Like, you and Nick is like, I don't want to make it seem as though Nick is just this clown for this moment, because I view Nick Wright as a clown in general. But Skip, you's a clown too. I just didn't want you to feel like I thought you was always a clown, when in actuality, I think Nick Wright is all. I actually kind of think Nick Wright is just as big a clown as Skip Bayless. Like, somebody could say who the worst of the two, and my brain would probably break trying to figure out which one is actually the worst of the two, because they both is so god awful. But then, you know, you could throw Acho in there, Emmanuel Acho, because he just as bad as them too. But I plead the fifth with the rest of the shit I was about to say. With that being said, however, the Bucks, it's unfortunate. Y'all about to go home. What other series we got? The Clippers about to go home. 2 series mirrored by injuries. We got the Warriors. We're gonna see how that game go tonight. If De'Aaron Fox can't play and they lose, then yeah, this series will probably decide about. But you notice they don't say that for these other teams. I don't hear nobody yelling out through Jimmy Butler's 56 points. Well, they don't be celebrating my boy anyways. But I don't hear nobody saying, well, they only winning this series because Giannis hurt. I don't hear nobody saying, oh, Kevin Durant only winning because all these dudes, Paul George and Kawhi out. But as soon as somebody get hurt who losing against Curry or playing against Curry, because y'all don't want to see Curry succeed, you start hating. And it usually be the LeBron penis suckers, because Curry ruined they hero's legacy. But it's all good. Hey, Skate Man says get back up and try again. With that being said, somebody is mowing their grass right now, bro, and it's dark outside. So you just think about that. With that being said, I appreciate you for joining me on another episode of Kicking It with Saint. It has been a pleasure. Tell somebody you fuck with them. Tell somebody you love them. You could be anything in the world. Choose to be kind to somebody today. Saint out.
I got the moves like hot sauce. Lil' mama taking the top off. I'm laying down getting topped off. After this, she know she getting knocked off. I know she loving the money. so I keep on thumbing and thumbing. She say she horny when she taking shots, so I keep them coming and coming. Now I'm putting dick in her tummy, scoop her up like I'm raking her something. You would think shawty red track, the way that she running and running. You getting dumber and dumber, you out here chasing the bone. After she finished from giving me dome, the Uber is taking her home. Tight.